Well, 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 if it isn't Union Godslayer out here slaying, well, English people at this point. We're in the middle of war with England, a flower war specifically, which has no benefits other than sacrifice and murder. That's the entire reason we are here. Yesterday we conquered the entirety of Ireland in a single prepared invasion, and the first order of business was building many castles and modernizing Ireland literally within a year, because we have that technology, we have the workforce, the manpower. Granted, the workforce and manpower we got from probably Ireland, let's be honest. And now we're ready to give it all out to new rulers. So what I would like to do here is... I think what I would like to do is dish all of this out to people who in theory should make these castles the county capital. We can't do it because we're a merchant republic. So you can only make your capital a city. But I want to give these all to feudal rulers. So what I'm probably going to do here is grant, say, the castle of Limerick to a person, then grant them the county, and then in theory they should use Limerick as their capital rather than a tribe, which they wouldn't be allowed to hold because they're feudal, if that makes sense. So that's the plan for today. We're going to do a big old realm reshuffle here, and we are going to convert Ireland into another state of the land of the rice and snow, under many vassals who will be Han-Ors. They will spread the Germanic faith, and they will spread our Han-Ors culture, I should say. As a reminder, before we get too deep into today's episode, I am, as you're watching this, away on holiday, doing far better things than whatever it is you're doing right now. But this is the first week off I've had in about 3 years, so it's long overdue. But as a result, of course, I can't check your feedback or comments until I'm home, but I will be going through them all anyway, so leave a comment or don't. That's entirely down to you, as it always is. So let's get to work then. So to the kind of realm management is, I think, one of the hardest things that new players and, to be honest, even certain old players never quite get their heads around. It's a very simple hierarchy system. This is, if you own one of these titles here, the lower tiers in a county, you're a baron. If you own the county itself, you're a count, or the equivalent title. So in tribal lands, it's called a chief. Depending on where you are in the world, it will have a different name for it, but you're a count. If you hold the duchy, which consists of multiple, generally about 3 counties, in this case the Duchy of Munster consists of these 4, then you're a duke if you hold those. But you can be a duke and hold just one of them and have these 3 rulers under you as vassals. They'll pay you taxes, they'll provide you troops, but they could also cause you some issues. The reason you do that, of course, is you might be over your domain limit. Like, for example, we are right now when we're 49 out of 8. Then above that, you of course have kings. Same story. Kings may only own a single county, but all of the vassals, so the dukes under them and the dukes under the counts will, of course, the counts pay to the dukes will then pay to the king may only have a single county and say Dublin or whatever, but they're still in charge of that, and of course emperors above that again. So we're going to set up a bunch of barons here, then we're going to give the barons counties, and then we're going to give the best of the counts the duchies, and then that's what we need to hold right now because we're a king, so we can only have dukes under us. We can't give away the kingdom of Ireland. We don't even have it. Someone else still technically owns that for the time being. Where are you? He's over here. He owns land in Croatia, apparently, so that's good for him. Yeah, so we can't, unfortunately, take his... we can't take Ireland yet, although we can eventually, I think. Oh no, merchant republics or patricians can't usurp kingdom tier titles, a restriction on our government type, because we're not part of the feudal system. We're a merchant republic, you know. We're essentially just like a bunch of guys who've banded together, just a bunch of dudes hanging out, making gold. So let's get to work then. What we're probably going to have to do is employ a lot of people of our religion or culture to... And what we're looking for here, even though we're going feudal with it, is we're looking for people of my religion and my culture with high stewardship. And we're looking for preferably people who are men. We can only land men for the time being, unfortunately. We're looking for people who aren't in prison. Though it doesn't matter about married people who aren't rulers, so ruler no. Diplo range yes, and join court preferably. So all of these people... Oh my god, wow, really? Gunnar is okay, the Marshal of the Faroe Islands. I'm not going to give... We can do better than that. And we've got a lot of money. We can employ as many people as we like. So I'm going to... It costs 216 gold per go here. Oh, careful there. I'm going to employ just a whole bunch of them. Take us down to like 10k. We're going to pick the best ones to grant the land to. And then we're going to banish everyone else. And really, we should be sacrificing to. I mean, before we unpause and carry on with the war in England, we'll deal with this first and get all this set up. And I haven't done much land management during this. I want to leave some of this in because, of course, this is a quote-unquote tutorial series. Even though we've gone off the deep end a little bit, I'm still trying to explain things as we go here. And we've not really done any realm management, because there hasn't really been much of a realm to manage, to be honest with you. So the Barony of Cork, we're going to go ahead and grant that. Now, unfortunately, if I right-click here and create a new vassal, that will automatically dish it out. It's to help you manage the realm, but they might be shit. So I'm going to take the County of Cork, which is probably in here somewhere, and we want to grant that out. I suppose the easiest way to do it, in fact, would be to do it this way. Let's open up our carrots finder. We want to search court for, again, kind of the same story, men who are not rulers. We want to sort by their stewardship score, and we're just going to land these guys. So this guy, even though we could make him... why can't I grant you a landed title? What's wrong with you? Oh, you can't hold it for whatever reason. Okay, that guy's disqualified from succession. So we'll just go through here, and we want to give you, what was it, like Cork? It's getting a little confusing, unfortunately. I want to give him Cork, and then I want to give this guy the province after that. So we're going to give him Desmond. Now, I want to test this first. Make sure you include lower titles. Otherwise, this guy, that should be a vassal of this guy when he gets the county, won't be his vassal. This guy will remain a vassal of us. We'll have to transfer it later on, which is possible. You just right-click transfer vassalage, but then you have to go through all those titles and find it. So as long as we do that, and then we pick Desmond in this case... What I am curious is if he'll make that... Yeah, so it does work. He does make it his capital. Now, what I'm going to do a test with this one, just to see if we can save ourselves a little time here, is grant this guy... We're going to go include lower titles, and we're just going to give him straight away... what is that called? Yarmond. We're just going to give him that straight away, and see if he'll automatically take the castle. See, he didn't. So the castle is no longer his capital. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. That's why I was doing it this way initially, and I'm glad I tested that. That's annoying. So that means that we are going to have to sit here and unfortunately grant them the castle first and then grant them the province afterwards, which is, of course, a massive pain in the arse, but welcome to CK2. I mean, getting this much stuff simultaneously is rare anyway, shall we say. So let's give him Ormond. Is that correct? Grand City. Oh, no, Grand City is the county level title. We're going to give him the Barony of whatever it's called. Oh, fuck, I'm going to have to check them all, aren't I? The Barony of Cahir. This is going to take a long time, and I can only apologize for that. But again, it's good. It's good for a tutorial series to include some of this stuff, I think. And then we want to give you Ormond. There's only like a dozen or so to do, right? So it's not a big deal. Grand Theatre of Ormond, include lower titles. That's yours, and it should make it its castle. There you go. Just to get around one of those annoying restrictions with CK2. And this is only a problem because we're a merchant republic. We can't make it a capital because we're merchant. If we were feudal, you'd be able to just make that the capital, then dish it out. It'd be a lot easier. So we're having to min-max a little bit. Baggy Wang. What a name. It's all I've got to say on that one. Baggy Wang, I want to give you Limerick, my friend. So we're looking for the Barony of Limerick. That is yours. And then we want to give him the Grand City of, what is that, Thormond? I apologize for the amount of Irish counties I'm about to mispronounce. Kilkenny. We're going to give to Helgi. And these are all great stewards. And again, the higher the stewardship, the more chance they have to convert the... more chance they've got to convert the realm. And then we want to give you... want to give him Ossory proper. Grant landed tile, the Grand City of Ossory. There you go. See, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's taking a long time, but we're getting there. See, this guy still counts as tribal now, which is a massive pain in my ass, but never mind. We want to give him Timahoe to the next guy. Feel free to skip over if this is horribly boring for the next 20 or so minutes. It won't take that long, don't worry. Well, it might. Won't lie to you, it might. And then we want to give you, after Timahoe, the Grand City of Leaks? Leash? Licks? Oh, I have no idea. He turns out that guy was a councillor. Rexford and Leinster. Don't know if that's how that's pronounced either. Oh, God. So Xi and Chen Qing must be stewards then, or sorry, tutors. That's it, court tutors. Because look, those guys are incapable of holding land. So Baggy the Second, we want to give you Rexford. Wowie. I mean, this is like the ultimate way to arrange your lands too. We could just dish them out, the duchy level titles, randomly. If we were to do that, we pay for that in the long term, because then we would have a lot of vassals that maybe own each other's lands. We'd have to transfer stuff over. This is the most tidy and best way to do this. This is going to prevent us problems in the long term, which is why I'm happy to go for it. So Dublin's very simply Dublin. That's good. Saves me a lot of time. And then I want to give Jai Dublin proper. There you go. Kildare. I've no idea how you say that. Athlone. Juyan, my friend. There you go. We are using an updated version of the Hanor's culture as well. Kate went through some stuff for me while I was exceptionally busy, because you know how it is. So she's throwing a bunch of, like, title names sorry, dynasty names, things like that. Kildare. There you go. Hymenae is Delbna. Yeah. And this is just something I think a lot of people never really picked up on. And it's a shame because it's like, you see so many games falling apart just because of fundamental misunderstanding of the game's mechanics. But to be fair, it's one of those things that you just pick up over time. You know, you just have to learn. You just have to learn the feudal system, ultimately. You have to learn just kind of what order things need to go in, who should get what. And it just make it a lot easier. And again, tidying up de jure titles, like tidying up, duchy level titles and things like that, make sure that it's de jure. De jure means lands that, I don't remember what it literally translates to, but de jure is what should, by default, be in that title, you know? So, for example, in Britain is de jure Wales, England, Scotland, if that makes sense. But it can expand out beyond its de jure borders to include whatever else is nearby. So what do we get? We're going to hear West Connacht. It's Galway. There you are. Enjoy. And then it's going us to League One. Galway's for you. Ideally, we'll probably end up doing this kind of similar thing. Not Galway. No. Wait, West Connacht. Help. Before we move on to doing the same thing. Oh, we don't have a castle here. We don't have a castle here because of these guys, but we do have the city of Mayo in North Connacht, so we'll just give that out to Burkvard Mayo. So the cool thing about this one is that this won't form a merchant republic. Merchant republics can only exist if you give them a duchy level title. He just becomes a regular republic. So they are randomly chosen among the citizenry. So only when republics become a ducal tier title can you, as the player, play with them, but that's until they get some real power. So we have to make sure we don't give that guy the Duke of Connacht, make him the Duke of Connacht, otherwise that'll become a merchant republic. Then we've got a rival merchant republic within our own domain, which is not ideal. So we'll make sure we give it to this guy. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it now. Oh no, wait, we've got to give this one away first. Fine. Kilmora. Shifang, my friend. Who thought that this was ever on the cards, huh? Making a random Chinese, Norse, Irish merchant republic. What a strange time to be alive. And then we want to give you that one. Include lower titles. There you go. We're almost done. Don't worry. Westmeath is Usnishk. I'm so sorry, any Irish people watching this. My God. There you are, my friend. And then Westmeath for you. I'll probably make this episode slightly longer to make up for the fact that the majority of you are probably thinking, if you weren't already, of skipping over this. So I'll try and throw in a bit more action towards the end here. Again, I would normally edit this stuff out, but I just do not have time, unfortunately, while I am just editing a video adds on another 30 minutes render time. Forad. Adds on another 30 minutes render time, makes the video size bigger as well, because you have to kind of repackage it in a different way. And then that's Meath for this guy. There you go. We're almost there. Literally just like a few more provinces here. Nice, there you go. It's just basically Northern Ireland to give away now, right? Dundalk for you, my friend. Unbelievable. But this is perfect. This is like premium round management. Literally is perfect. Everything placed in the right way. Everything set up. The hierarchy is incredible. Coleraine. You can't do better than this. This is 8-star CK2 for round management, of course. Coleraine, and then we want to give you Tyrone. County Tyrone. Where is that one? There you go. And then we've got Tyrconnell, which is Moville. Bjorn, my friend, this one is yours. Like 2 more titles, then we're there. Then don't panic, we're almost done. Tyrconnell. And we got Ulster, finally. And that's done set. Oh, no, we got to do these over here. Clydesdale. Honestly, I might just give all of that. Clydesdale, Carrick, and Galloway to the Isle of Man as a gift for their long service. Dunseverick. Oh, Fredrip is the next in line. No, thank you. You'll do. I can't land him, otherwise it'll disqualify him. And we've put so much time into him now. What's it called again? Dunseverick. That's it. And boom. And then we give you Ulster. Okay, that is pretty much that. So that could not be a more perfect island. Let me just make sure I've done that right. So if you control-click on any round, so if you control-click on France, it will break it down into its duchies. As you can see, France is a fucking mess. You've got, like, Blah there, and you've got Paris all over the place. Berry is split up. Anjou is in a whip. It's all like, it's just a complete fucking mess. Hesse and Hesse are there. France is over here, so that means they own that province personally, but they also own this one and this one. Like, it's a state. Whereas conversely in Ireland, perfect. Literally perfect. And we haven't even dished out the Dutch level titles yet, so let's get on with that. So we got to make sure this guy who is tribal, that was an experiment, is under this guy. So this is the Duchy of Munster for you, my friend. There you go. Actually, is he the best one? I said I'd give it to the best one. 23. Probably is. 20 and then 20. So let's give you Munster. 23 skill. Perfect. A mighty duke to have within our realm. Yuntran's son of the Han-Horse dynasty. Great news. Then we've got Leinster, which is these three. So you have 19. You have 19 and you have 18. Give it to this guy. Fuck it. Here you go, my friend. And what was this one again? Leinster. Boom. Then over here we've got Connacht. So we're going to give that to probably this guy, right? 17. 17, but that guy has an incredible beard. It's this guy. The beard won me over. You get Connacht, and then what's this one? Meath. Dublin is 18. Kildare is 17, 16. I think Dublin it is. Yeah, I think Dublin it is. There you go. Boom. Dublin gets Meath. And then finally, we've got Ulster. So who gets Ulster? Now, bear in mind, because of the way I was dishing that out, the more northerly provinces in Ireland here are going to have the worst rulers, but that was just a coincidence of moving from north to south there. Oh, sorry, south to north. Republic of Ulster is yours. And now look at this. Ready? Perfect. Perfect realm management. Everybody has exactly the titles they should have. The best ruler is in command. The people below him have the titles they should have. This is the perfect feudal system. Now, I'm going to be generous to the Isle of Man. And I'm going to let them... Who is in charge of the Isle of Man? If he dies... Oh, wait, the Duke of Man? Where the fuck are you landed? Barony of Hoffel. Oh my god, the descendants of our... brother? That's right, Slurva. Wow, it's been 4 generations since Slurva. This was the guy, if you remember, all those years ago that was supposed to inherit the Merchant Republic instead of our current character, Yu Ning. But I landed him with a castle, not realizing it would kick him out of succession. But his descendants are not only still there in the Barony of Hoffel. It was our brother, even though we're only 56... was this current kid's great-grandfather. Fucking hell. That's insanity. Okay. I would just, give you the Isle of Man, to be honest. I will give you the Isle of Man in one way or another. This random kid, wrong culture. Close, but no cigar. We're going to try and kill this kid off. And I think we'll probably manage that quite easily. Oh. Prosperity-focused faction of Duke Shen Qin Ming seeks to establish a trade route. Now, factions are going to pop up, of course, because... we've got a bunch of people, you know. We've got a bunch of rulers, bunch of vassals. We'll see what our vassals are actually interested in to pay a little bit of close attention to that. Got to give away this stuff, so I'm going to give that out to, like I said, the Duke of Man, who is currently just owns a castle. He's got a duchy and a barony, so he's a very weak duke. I'm going to give him the Republic of Galloway, and then we're going to try and kill his the person in charge of the Isle of Man, and then give him back what should be his capital. And then I think we're good to go. Yeah, look at that, 8 out of 8 because we passed that law. Oh, no, we didn't even pass it yet. Let's go for Roman law. Try and move over to Corpus Iris Civilis, because that's probably the best for our realm right now. And then let's continue. Ah, that was bloody fast. 843% plot power to kill this kid. Well, that should be fast. Let's get back to work with our flower wall, then. Get some sacrifices and see if we can found that Hemoarch bloodline. Oh, no. Filka Thorda is a most worrying personality and lifestyle, quite unsuitable for any priest, even more so for one in an exalted position. The gods will not be pleased. We could do something about that. And I mean that very literally. We could land the Filka. Give him somewhere to live. We haven't got any titles he can hold right now. Oh, no, we do. It's just we're at war. We could give him a title, like, wherever we're building the Great Temple. Give that to the Filka. We can't. We'd have to build a temple there, right? Because we have to give him a temple holding. I'm not sure. But we could give that to the Filka and then vassalize him. Because he would have de jure. His only territory is de jure part of our realm. So he would probably accept a vassalization request. And he's not exactly in a very strong position, is he? We vassalized the Filka. We killed her, but we were caught. We killed the child, but we were caught. Well, we did it for our dynasty. And people know we're a bit of a murderer, let's be honest. We killed our own kinsman for less. So, hey, the Roman law, there you go. That's a little bit more advanced than tribal law. Gives us a little bit more of that kind of early bureaucracy, but we definitely do want to move up to the next crown law whenever possible. Crown laws you can only change once in a lifetime because they're like significant bureaucracy changes. So we're not allowed to... Oh no, because we're Merchant Republic is different, right? So we can actually do that in another 50 years. Yeah, like I said, it's probably once per lifetime. It's not going to happen. Right, let's get to work on England then. 69%, nice, 74%. The only problem is England right now is being invaded by the Greeks to try and take the whole kingdom. So we've got to compete with these... That's where they are right there. We've got to compete with these Greek people. Oh yeah, of course we'll keep the trade route in the capital. To try and burn down and kill enough people to please the gods before they stop us getting any more war score. We might just end up deadlocking one another at this stage. Let's kill those English troops. That'll probably do it. Oh, we've no longer got the infection. Hey, we will live another day. Good shit. Why can't we burn that down? Don't know. More letters. Right. Come here. Give me that. Burn this shit down. Oh, prisoners. And that counted. 100% war score. Well, we're still going to burn down what we can while we're here. It's the right thing to do. Now, we've got to be careful that we don't accidentally sacrifice our ward, Prince Logaris Bardus, who happens to be the Prince of the Byzantine Empire, in line to the throne. All we have to do is raise him as a proper Hanor's child, because he was born in the purple. He gets a higher rank in succession than his younger brother. Oh, his younger brother's also a bastard anyway. Born to the Queen of Greece and the Basilius. Very suspicious. Let's just keep grabbing what we can while we're here. Very fortunate we grabbed the son who was the one actually in line to the throne too. And then we're going to make ourselves a Hanor's Byzantine Empire by proxy. Would just be incredible, wouldn't it? And our guys, again, as a reminder, is actually actively educating that kid. So this is pretty fantastic. 100% war score, obviously. We're just going to keep going for prisoners wherever possible. Still could happen. Just got to believe. Not doing too well on that front. Oh, look, the Greeks going for that one. Let's leave them to it. How close are you to winning? Surely this is your kingdom, right? 92%. You know what? Let's let her have the rest. Greek England is absolutely hilarious, and I want to see it happen. They are asking for peace as well. I'll accept it. The Icelandic-English Flower War has ended. Prince Mayor, Godslayer, Union of the Land of the Rice and Snow have won. What happens now? Was this just a war for the glory of the gods, right? Well, let's sacrifice all those people in our prison, see if we can get that bloodline. It's only going to be 6 people at most. Sacrifice Boromir. Let's get rid of you and you. Now, which one are we keeping? Bardus. Make sure you don't sacrifice... Oh, we can't. He's our religion because he was born in our court, remember? And is it enough? Still not enough. We're still not getting that bloodline. We can't be far off, though. Surely. Crazy, huh? And how are we doing with our religion? Still 27% because it was a shitty Filka. The old shitty Filka's been outed. Let's give you... Give her a city and then just vassalize her that way. I don't want to give her a whole province. It's a shame we can't build a temple like here. That'd be nice. We could set a crown focus in Gisland to see if we get the prosperity event that allows us to build a holding. We build a temple here to go along with the Great Temple. We'll land the Filka there as the new capital of the religion. That gives us power over everything. We take what we want from other rulers and convert it over and arrange the realm so perfectly it's a work of art. We have all the gold and prestige and power we could ever need. We could hire every troop on the face of the bloody planet if we needed it. The only thing we don't have control over is the religious proper. And our guy, don't forget, is zealous. And a Hemoart, which we've done for religious reasons. We can finally ride Incitatus. We can turn our Chancellor, Glitterhoof. There you go. Oh, noble Incitatus, you are too good for these fools. Let us ride once more so that all may look upon us in awe. So we're firing Glitterhoof. And we didn't die a natural death. What happens is they get added to our treasury as an actual rideable horse. Incitatus, fair and robust, gives a longer lifespan, gives bonus prestige, and is a quality 5 horse. +2 diplomacy, +5 vassal opinion. Probably because they're no longer serving as chancellor. I think we have another Chinese. Oh my god, and we can equip the horse armor now. Because the horse is... actually, we could equip the magnificent horse armor that we had commissioned, remember? Fantastic news. And then I think we've got another horse that we can sell, right? Oh, no, that other horse I remember was shot by an arrow and died in combat. Fuckers. Let's go for Dragon's Breath. which is from our society. We get Way of the Dragon, giving us morale damage and extra damage. And then we've also got Dragon Heart. Allows you to tap into your ancestry for increased endurance. Oh, a permanent +1 to all stats and +1 health. One thing I would love to do with this guy, and somebody floated this a few episodes back, but I didn't know how possible it would be. But given what he's lived through, if you live to 100, you get a bloodline. Like the blood of the Centurion, Union Godslayer, or whatever. If we could get that, it would be very difficult to do so. During the later years, we would have to focus on, like, hunting. Gives health, keeps you in shape, but also would let us get a hunting dog that gives us more health too. All of those combined together with our Magnum Opus, this Dragon's Heart, or whatever it's called. We could do that. But it's incredibly, incredibly difficult. Let's fire all these extra courses. It's incredibly difficult to live to 100. Even with a more modded game like we've got right now. Let's organize some blood games. Don't kill Bardus. I don't think they'll put him in because he's a child. But if they do sacrifice him, I'll cry. All of our vassals are happy to participate in the blood games. Get my most vicious commander. This guy's won the blood games twice. Look at that. 100 personal combat. Still got consumption. My God. The man. I don't know how... Oh my God, France just splintered. Maybe we could get in there and clap some cheeks. We still want revenge on the French, don't forget. Scores of criminal slaves and desperate souls have gathered in the arena of Dongistan, hoping to win the blessing of the gods. Will he win for the 3rd time? Absolutely he will. 3-time gods champion. I only wish I could say your name, my friend. What a guy. And you know what? We can re-enable death noises now. Let's go ahead and do that. Did I not do that anyway? Or am I losing my mind? I could have sworn I did that. We're not getting notified when people die anymore, like when we sacrifice people. Character has died. There you go. Right. Hopefully that should fix it properly this time. Wow. Okay, the realm is saved. We've done a lot of sacrifices. Should we just double down on trying to get... does anybody hate us? 97 is our lowest vassal opinion. That's fucking fantastic. Shall we just double down on trying to get the Hemoart bloodline? I think we should go for it. I really do. We could go up and down the English coast. Bit pointless, given they're about to lose all of England to... How's that war going? 94% in favor of the Greek lady. We could just go and try and clap some more English troops if we see them. Try and help her out. I really just genuinely want to see, though it will benefit us not even remotely, I really just want to see Greek England. It's so fucking weird that I'm in. Let's also balance these units and let's get some commanders on our flanks here. Siege commanders would be good if you got any more of those. Yes, we do. There you go. Fantastic. Let's get in there. Let's do some damage. Whoops. No. Turn around. You fools. Get on the boats. We forgot we had boats then for a second. Danny just kind of forgot that the Dothraki died. Right, here we are. Well aware this isn't England, but I don't think England have any troops left for us to clap. 2,000 men. The Greek armies can deal with that. This is what we're after. We're not here for loot anymore. We need prisoners. So we're just going to go up and down the coast here. We've got the same chance to capture prisoners from all these places as we would have in the Byzantine Empire. This is more convenient. And we finally found the strange key for a strange chest. Oh, 10 gold. Worthless baubles and various trinkets. Boo. Boo earns. Hello. Oh, Vendesk Viking SOT 152, eh? You're going to ask me to turn into a dragon again, I take it. We're not going to do that. I will never turn into a dragon. This guy is stronger than a dragon. This guy could fistfight a dragon. Oh, look. If the horse has armor equipped, it becomes a gilded horse in the portrait. That is a mad amount of attention to detail from the better-looking Garbs mod. Unbelievable. That's insanity. I like it. Hello. Thrall workers in the capital. Turns out all our old slaves died. Probably where we shipped them over to Iceland and Ireland from Iceland to work them to the bone to build castles across the entire country overnight. That's understandable, really. I can't fault them for that so much. A signet ring? It's just garbage. It's just all shit that I would never be interested in. I almost feel like a lot of these mods are adding so many artifacts. I don't mind when you've got, like, some of the mods add, like, flesh out a lot of religions, like Hellenic by adding, I don't know, pelt of the Nemean lion and like, the boots of Hermes and kind of mythological artifacts. Those are good. But whatever mod adds just, like, calipers and signet rings, it's all just garbage. By making there so many artifacts, you kind of lower the value of, you know, what is normally that dopamine hit of grabbing artifacts from somewhere, you know? I think I'm going to adjust the mod pack again later on, but not for a while. Maybe just for, like, future playthroughs or for anyone else who wants to download the pack. Military innovations in Dong Eastland. Of course, we will go for that one. Hope we can get some prosperity events. Oh! Suffering from sore muscles. I wonder why. Is it because you're 58, you spent your whole life chopping off your own limbs and fighting in wars? Who could have guessed that that might have had some physical trauma associated with it? Right, let's head down to Cornwall. See what we can do over here. My marshal. Abohan. I'll deal with it later. He's one of our good commanders. He's a siege leader. I need him. We don't need him, but we'll keep him on board. And to be fair, even though we're here for the prisoners, not the gold, obviously the Byzantine Empire proved very quickly to be far more lucrative and profitable. We're still doing good on the gold front. We don't need gold. Like, gold is irrelevant at this point. Oh, no! He died already, you shitbag. Okay, Ulster then. We gotta dish that back out. Okay. How are you doing? What's going on here? You don't like me? You're plotting against me? What was this? He is plotting against me. Trying to fabricate a claim on our kingdom. I'm going to auto-stop plots. Pat that in right now. You try that again, I'll lop your head clean off. I'm only keeping him around so we don't have to sit there and dish out all of those titles again. Let's give it to this guy. I'm not going to land a guy who's trying to scheme on my... Oh, the council say no. Fuck. The council say no, probably because we're above our duchy limit. Welcome to CK2. Right, so let's start bribing the council. We can afford it. It's okay. By favor. So there's by favor... and then call in support for that favor. Or you can request council support, at which point we owe them a favor. It's better for us just to buy the favors, right? It depends whether you value money or potentially giving them leverage on you. And right now, money is one thing we can fucking burn. Given that we can barely build anything. In fact, we can't build anything with the exception of trade posts. Call in favors on you. And then you. Who's our heir? Do I need to designate a different heir? It's still Frederick. How's the election going? Not well. Right, let's sort that out. We'll get too carried away. Let's dump some campaign funds. This is the best part about making all the money is nobody can stand against you. Even though 10th Meridius is old and respected and probably quite a good potential ruler of this realm, should we were to die. We got that propaganda money, baby. We just spent it all on the campaign funds. The next thing you know... Our kid, even though he's significantly worse at ruling and counting coin and a little bit slow in the brain, we just spend all this money on corruption. We've corrupted the council, now we corrupt the people. We protest. We want them to vote and believe in Frederick, even if he has grown a, quite frankly, horrifying moustache. How's that looking? Looks as if they're not trying to bribe their campaigns as a counter-offer. Campaign fund for this guy, 10,000. Campaign fund for you, 2,000. Yeah, he's like just so much better, isn't he? I can see why he's more respectful, but we're taking what we can here. Right, let's get rid of that. These were the troops of the guy that just died, so we inherited part of his army that we just really do not want. Right, okay, let's try and dish that out again. You up? Ulster is yours, my friend. Please have a babby formed. Please don't make me sort out any more fucking titles. I'll lose my mind. France. France? No, I want to... Okay, I wanted to siege that down, but never mind, I suppose. The faith-focused faction of Bjorn Zhong. This could not be any more Han-Horse if we tried. Bjorn Zhong seeks to convert the province religion. Yes, so do I. So do I. And in fact, we have our best man on the job. We don't. Is this really our best man? I suppose so. The cool thing is, if we vassalize the Filker, we could put him on our council as our seer, which would be kind of funny. What's the chance to convert that? 3.7% chance yearly of converting the county. Leave him there for the rest of time. Shared loot. We'll share some loot. Yeah, you know what? Even though we're greedy, I think our men deserve a little bit more. We've got to keep the men in good shape. Otherwise, they're not going to keep backing our raids here. Oh. What happened there? What happened there? Why did he inherit all of that shit? Temple of... Okay. He conquered somewhere. He went to war. The Leinsteraian conquest of Gwent in Wales was won by our vassal, Helgi Guo. Oh my god, what a guy. Sorry about burning that place down, although we might have made it easier for him because we burned it down. He also wants to convert his religion. Fair enough, don't worry about that. We'll sort that out later, my friend. Who died? Oh no. Your siege engineer. Oh, that's a shame. Not a big deal because we have two more. Oh. Lightning struck close to me, but luckily nothing happened. I was really lucky. Maybe there's a sign from Thor. Maybe. Maybe we were just almost struck by lightning. That could be a bit more likely. 10 more prisoners. Let's go for it. Let's go for that gamble. Get out of here. Remember, don't sacrifice. We can't sacrifice the Greek kid, but just be very careful I don't right-click and in my spamming accidentally embalm him or something like that. Whoopsie, I've accidentally embalmed the Prince of the Byzantine Empire. Don't you hate it when that happens, huh? Bloodline? You coward. Just give me the fucking bloodline. Come on. You can't hold it from me forever. Just keep sieging. We'll get there. Landscape painting in the forest. We could just start kidnapping people with the intrigue focus if we got that desperate. I don't think the character would do that. That's a little too underhanded for our guy. I don't think we caved to such underhanded. Well, she actually got it. Queen Alex the Great of England, a Greek conqueror. Wow. I mean, quick, strong, brawny. She's a great character. She does have 43 fucking martial. Sweet Jesus. She got a bloodline for that too. Oh, look at that. A woman of true legend. Her exploits mimic those of Alexander the Great herself. You got that because I allowed you to get that. If it wasn't for us killing the English armies in our flower war, you would have nothing. You do not call yourself the Great unless we give you permission. Fuck your troops. And fuck your capital too. Burn it down. Did we just improve relations with the French Revolt? I mean, I was going to say that seems unnecessary, but then I remembered all French revolting. That's only because they killed our armies twice, to reiterate. Our guy probably really isn't a fan of them. The only people to have defeated him in battle. Don't know if that's entirely true, but definitely the most memorable. Let's move up to the Wash. Ah! Sergius the Hunter. You want to duel this one-armed, one-legged, one-handed man. You will die, Sergius. You will die. Oh, didn't happen. I guess the battle ended or someone beat us to him. That's a shame. We hop over. We do a kind of Palpatine scream and spin with Gungnir because I have no idea how else we're expected to fight in combat. Just the mental image of a one-legged man with Mjolnir one-handed, Gungnir in the other. No! He's only got one hand. What's he got equipped then? Hang on. How's he doing that? Oh, he's got one in his fucking mouth. Like Zorro from One Piece. We're going to sell this horse. I don't want to feed a horse that's literally inferior to the horse that we've got. Get out of here. I guess so, huh? Maybe we glue them together. Whoa, like a big long warhammer. Mjolnir on the end of Gungnir. Whoa, wowee. That's a mod that needs making. Forge your artifacts together to make an even stronger artifact. Should cost you like a lot of money. You should need like a special Chinese smith or something like that. Chinese smith was incidentally the name of the majority of our courtiers before I'd added dynasty names. Okay, well, we've made a lot of gold, but we didn't get that many fucking prisoners in the end, did we? That's a bit disappointing. Oh no, how disappointing. Only another 5,000 prestige. What a sad time to be alive. I wonder if we get 100,000 prestige, and more importantly, I wonder if there's a... Oh, should we look for an artifact? Sure. I should delve into most cryptic scrolls I have because of our high learning. Search for a high-quality artifact with no chance of failure. Whoa. I can fuck with that. That sounds great. Alright, go for it then. I assume we can't rank up unless we're a dragon. We're never going to become a dragon. That's never going to happen. Huge investment, please. How are we looking? Okay. Big foreign profit. Failed investment. Big foreign profit that was minus... 17.5% build cost. Is there anything we can build? Surely at this point, we haven't invested into any of the technology. We're waiting for tolerance, aren't we? Yeah, as a reminder, those are pointless because they're not our capital. Yeah. Like, genuinely always... Oh! I forgot about the wonder. You moron. Well, let's build up whatever gives us tech points then, which, as I recall, is the Great Light... No, the university. That's it. What do we need for that? Legalism level 3. We can crack it out, but it will cut into our tolerance. We can crack it out now. Let's do it. Hefty cost. A hefty cost, but a necessary evil. Cost us a little bit in the short term to save us time in the long term, because now we're generating more points from that. There's not that many points, but it's alright. It's okay. And how long until it's upgraded again? Stage 2 is 80% done. Wow, that was bloody fast. Fair enough. Okay. How are we looking elsewhere? Our wonders are a little bit lackluster right now because it's just kind of the first level of a bunch of them. Great Library is 58% done. The Great Temple is almost finished, 88% done. Nice. The Royal Palace is 96% done. And we built the legs of the Grand Colossus, which is upgrading. That's going to be done... When can it... There's like a way to see when it's done, right? As I remember how, though. Hang on. Completed by... Okay. What? Oh, estimated time to complete. There you are. 33 years. To get the level 2 of the Colossus. Are you fucking kidding? Bloody hell. Should we build a wonder on the Faroe Islands just for a laugh? A big statue of a horse. Done. Sold. Or what should we build here in Orkney? Big statue of us. Yeah, I'm in. Done. I mean, why not? What the fuck else are we going to spend this gold on? We literally can't build anything else besides upgrading trade posts. And all that will do is give us more bloody gold that we then can't spend. Fine, we'll upgrade some of these. Why not? We'll go for at least the basic levels of merchant ports. Look at that amount of merchant... trade posts that we've like inherited or conquered. So when a house dies out, their trade posts are split amongst the other houses more or less evenly. There are a few factors that go into it, but more or less evenly. So a lot of these are probably what we've inherited from other people. The capital's fully upgraded. Yes, it is. And Sheesland is ready to go. Wow. And that's all that's going to lead to is more money as a reminder. So not really that massive. Well then, that was 41 minutes today to make up for the kind of 10 minutes of pissing around with titles. So thank you all for watching. Back to normal on the 29th. Again, as a reminder, we'll be back tomorrow with more of Yuning Godslayer. Still trying to go for that fucking bloodline. There is a mod on the Steam Workshop that gives you a visual for how long you've got left before, how many like sacrifices you've done, or how many holdings you've burnt down for the Viking trait. I will probably go and find that, because I feel like we're just kind of charging into the darkness. I do like the suspense of, will we get it, will we not? But it would be nice to know quite how long we've gotten. And I've left it as long as I can. I do think we need it at this point. So I'll see if I can find that one. And then, hopefully, Bloodlines ahead.